Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to episode 11 of the Upside Down Radio Show. Is it the radio show? No, it's the Upside Down Shark Radio Podcast. Episode 11 featuring me, Craig, and I'm just going to call this the one-man show. I'm sure Tom will change the name somewhere in post, but that's what I'm going to call it. So, without further ado, welcome to 2018, ladies and gentlemen. 2017 was bad for everything in the world except entertainment, and that's what we hope to bring you. I've heard many one-man podcasts in my time, and it's never really been my sort of cup of tea, but I'm probably going to try and make it a little bit interesting, at least. Paul has got the runs and vomiting, he says, is coming out of both ends, and we haven't seen Tom for quite a while now. It's quite worrying, actually. I don't know where he's gone. I just send him the files and he puts them up, and that's about as much verbal recourse we get these days. So hope everyone had a good new year. To start off your new year good, you could follow us at UDS Radio on Twitter, or go to upsidedownshark.com to just see everything, including this here show you're listening to right now, or Craig & Co. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to see what there is to look forward to in the year. I recently just watched Pitch Perfect 3 and Jumanji. Pitch Perfect 3, in my opinion, not as good as the second one, but still just a silly good old time with Anna Kendrick. She's amazing. She's really good. And Jumanji, it's alright. It's more of a Kevin What's-His-Face and The Rock buddy comedy, I would say. But the nods to the original film did make me smile. And also Star Wars is one of the best. Star Wars The Last Jedi, in my opinion, the best Star Wars film. Come at me. Who's going to stop me right now? It's the Upside Down Shark Radio #1 film of last year. I think we can all agree with that. So, this year, 2018, is so many superhero films coming out, and some people might not even know. So, let me be the foregoer of information to you, dear listener. On the Marvel side, there's Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and that's it from the looks of it. On the Fox side, there is The New Mutants, Deadpool 2, Electric Boogaloo, X-Men Dark Phoenix, and that seems about it. Sony have Venom and an animated Spider-Man film. Warner Brothers have Teen Titans Go to the Movies and Aquaman. Now, some of this might change and stuff like that, but I think that there's some notable ones there. I mean, the Black Panther film, his introduction on Civil War, it was weird when there was over 30 superheroes in that film, and Black Panther stood out and was an integral part of the story. So I feel like the foundations of the film is there, and with the Avengers Infinity War trailer, he still stands out a little bit there as well. And just the poster for the Black Panther film looks like nothing they've ever done before, and to me, that's what made Guardians of the Galaxy so good. So hopefully with Black Panther they'll be able to recapture that freshness, that freshness that we all love. Fox has New Mutants. I haven't seen anything about that. I love the X-Men films. Good on them. Hopefully with this Disney Fox buyout stuff, they can still keep going their own separate way. I'm sure they'll eventually merge them together and have some explanation about them, or just ignore them. But Fox, with Days of Future Past and First Class, I think have reinvigorated the mutants that we love on the big screen, and hopefully that the New Mutants can do that. Now, Avengers Infinity War is going to be released as well. I feel that film is going to be amazing. I may be a bit biased But when I saw the Guardians in that trailer, I lost my mind. I was just like, 10 out of 10 right now, let's go. Hopefully, I do suspect, because there is another Avengers film next year, that there might be a bit of a cliffhanger. So we'll just have to wait and see. But then Ant-Man and the Wasp is released 2 months later. So will that be before the Infinity War and stuff like that? We'll just have to wait and see. But I am thinking and hoping good thoughts for that. Deadpool 2. I really enjoyed the first Deadpool. Once again, because it was different. I don't think there's a certain fandom for Deadpool where people just think it's the best thing ever. Oh my god, Deadpool, he breaks the fourth wall, oh, he's the best. But I think Ryan Reynolds captured the right amount of sass and fourth wall breaking without it being too annoying in the cinema. Because if it was just him all the time talking to the audience, looking at the screen, it would be the most irritating thing ever. And with Megaton Nuclear Warface, whatever her name was, that really good casting. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd is a really good actor in my opinion, and the Ant-Man film was a lot better than it should have been, really. And I think that this film, with the introduction of the Wasp, is going to be another good film. And also now, of course, he's mixed in with the Avengers, and after Civil War he was in prison, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Whew. When you're by yourself doing these sort of recordings, you do get a bit parched, and right now I'm going to take a sip of my Pepsi Max. Whew. Teen Titans Go to the movies. I know Teen Titans Go is very popular, and I'm pretty shocked to see Warner Brothers release an animated film in the cinema with Teen Titans Go. But I have faith in them. That's really popular for a reason, so hopefully they can still bring it. Then you got Venom, which is shown by Tom Hardy. So I'm not too sure on this weird Spider-Verse thing they got going on. Because with the rumours of them trying to make a film around Aunt May before and stuff like that, and it seems a bit sticky. But I think them bringing Spider-Man back into the MCU was a good thing. And with that can only bring the bar up of storytelling, I feel. But with Sony able to do their own stuff in their own Spider-Man universe, this Venom film should hopefully be good. And Tom Hardy, I like him. He's a good guy. Good in Dunkirk. I liked him more than other people did in Batman as Bane. But hopefully we'll see. We'll just see. And with that as well, they got the animated Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I like Miles Morales as the Spider-Man. I think I might even prefer him over Peter Parker of all the Spider-Man comics I've read. So hopefully that is a good film too. Because if it isn't, then Sony's probably just going to go down and down from there, right? Right. Although seeing that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse trailer, pardon me, it does look very good. I am interested in seeing it. Then you got the X-Men Dark Phoenix, which is a bit of a weird one to go to, because I feel like X-Men as a franchise, so many storylines, so many different things they could go to, and they're going back to the Dark Phoenix, and they say they're going to do it right, because let's all like, number 3 was a bunch of rubbish, garbage. It was a terrible film, killed off half the characters. They were right to soft reboot it, because jeez man, that was hopefully they do it better this time. Fassbender and McAvoy, they're really good in the roles they do, and you know, I've liked all of the reboot series so far. Even what was it? Apocalypse. So hopefully it's going to be good. And then surprisingly, to the list I have, DC have only got one major film next year, Aquaman, in December. So hopefully, that I think they're taking a step back after Justice League didn't do as well as they wanted it to. I think they're restructuring the way they do their films. And I think Flash at some point was supposed to be released next year, but it looks like they might have pulled it, refocused it. So Aquaman in Justice League is just like a bulky, muscly beast of a man. And the underwater scenes, we get hints of what it could be like. So if they do it right, once again, it's going to be good. But DC has been it's been a bit up and down, hasn't it, really? And by up and down, I mean like Man of Steel was okay for what it was. Moody, dark. It's the same with Batman vs Superman. Suicide Squad was not very good. And then Justice League? Justice League was okay. I liked it. There I said it. Best film of 2017. Who's going to challenge me on that? Really? No one. Then we got the Hellboy reboot. I hope it's okay. I really do hope it's okay. And Incredibles 2. Incredibles is one of my favourite Disney Pixar films. So we'll just have to see where they go with that, because The Underminer was part of the Incredibles 2 video game, but I think they might go in a different direction. We'll just have to wait and see. So there's other films as well. I know that we're nerd based and stuff like that, but I thought I would just run down the list and give you my quick opinion of other films that are going to be released next year. Okay? It's my duty as the entertainment officer of Upside Down Shark to tell you what's going to be out and what you should watch. Okay? Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet. When Disney started doing their own CGI films that weren't Pixar, we were all doubtful. We were all like, this is going to... A lot of them crap. It's true. Then they started getting better. Rapunzel, Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen, Moana. They're getting better. Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet. The story, the title makes me a bit suspicious, but I think with the right people and the right players, that's not a video game reference. I reckon this Wreck-It Ralph 2 is going to be good. Okay. Johnny English 3. Number 2 wasn't as good as number 1. Hopefully they bring back both, but I doubt it. I like Rowan Atkinson as an actor, so this should be good. Ocean's 8. This is all female cast. Takes place before Ocean's 12. I wasn't really a big fan of the Ocean's 12 films, so we'll have to wait and see. Then there's Solo. After The Last Jedi, can I just say, I don't want any side stories. I want the next episode of Star Wars, and for this to be the interval film. Like, I wasn't really excited for Solo, and I'm still not. But I said the same thing about Rogue One, and that turned out to be a blinder. I just want the next episode of Star Wars. So if they could just do that instead, that'd be great. Thank you. Ready Player One. I read the book, and the trailer is just like, what is this film? I don't know what it is. There's video games and stuff there in that film, but I just don't know. I want it to be good because I like the book, but we'll wait and see. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Chris Pratt is the man. The first Jurassic World was good. I'm sure this one will be good too. The Predator. If you like Predator films, that's there. There you go. Mission Impossible 6 with Henry Cavill and a mustache. And of course, everyone's going to watch this film and be like, oh, so he's got that mustache when he was Superman 2. So I think that's the reason I'm interested in it, to see, like, well, this was shot at the same time as the reshoots, and that mustache probably wasn't worth keeping. But we'll all be critical of that, won't we, when it gets to it. I'm going to have another swig of Pepsi Max. And I just want you, listener, to know, because if there's dead air, I'm gonna tell you, okay? Okay. I have finished my sip of Pepsi Max. Fantastic Beasts 2. I was really surprised by the first one. I don't really like Harry Potter films because of the it's like, oh, private school. Oh yes, we wizards, aren't we? La 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 la. I feel like with the Fantastic Beast film that they did, it showed a darker side, a more adult side. Maybe it's because I wasn't really a big fan of school. When Harry Potter takes place in the school, I was just like, nah, I'm not ready for this. And with, you know, this new film not taking place in the school, I enjoyed it. It was darker. It was good. And number 2 hopefully should be good too. Pacific Rim 2. There's so many sequels coming out next year, and I just realised, let's see, yeah, most of these films I have mentioned are sequels or in a franchise. Jeez. Pacific Rim 2 with John Boyega. That should be good. The first one was good with Idris Elba. A bit easy to tell what was going to happen, a bit cheesy as well, but I'm sure it'll be good. The Tomb Raider reboot as well looks good. Like when they rebooted the video games, they inspired by Uncharted, which is weird because Uncharted was inspired by them in the first place. But we will wait and see. I wonder how many times I've said that. I want it to be good, and we'll wait and see. I wonder how many times I've said that by myself. Is anyone even listening right now? I'm still here. Your phone didn't pause or something. I wondered if I made you look at it. I have 2 other films that I'm sceptical of, and I've left till last because I just want you, the listener, to think about this. Bumblebee. A Transformers spin-off film. Bumblebee. Now, I know the Transformers film have made a lot of money, and, you know, everyone picks on them and stuff like that. I just don't understand why people still see these films. I love Marky Mark, don't get me wrong. But John Cena, I think, is rumoured to play Bumblebee as well. I just don't. They're doing a CGI The Grinch film, and I think Benedict Cumberbatch is voicing him too. Okay. I liked the Jim Carrey one. I really did like it. It was good. I'm sure that they're going to do a different spin on it with this one. I just don't see him as necessary. Prove me wrong. I'm sure the Grinch will steal Christmas and then give it back. I'm sure. At least my man Benedict's getting some jobs. That's a good thing, right? When we look forward to 2018, we see lots of sequels to things we already like. Maybe we'll see a few new ones. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. It'll be a big, long, vigorous road we will take together, listener. Also, I don't really watch many TV programs, so I will inevitably go on and on the show we record about just one TV program that I love, and that was Westworld. I was captivated every week by it, and this year, I keep guess when this was recorded, guys. It was definitely 2018. I can't wait for Westworld season 2, and in the year of 2018, it will be out, and I will hopefully enjoy it. Because if I don't, then I'll be like, haha, this thing was only good for one season. And then I got annoyed, really, really hyped up for it for no reason. Speaking of things, though, that I don't do, I will pivot to things I do. Do. Get it? That means poo. Shout out to you, Paul. Video games. There are a few video games coming out, and I would just like to give a shout out to some games that are coming out next year. I've got my eye on Spider-Man, because that game is made by the people who did... Oh, what did they do? They did loads of stuff. The names are blanking my... Infamous? I think they did Infamous. Yeah, they did. No, they didn't do Infamous, did they? Oh, damn it. Why blame it? I'm looking this up right now. I'm sure this is really interesting to hear. Insomniac Games, Ratchet & Clank. There you go. Bam, done. They made Ratchet & Clank. Ratchet & Clank's a good game. Spider-Man looks like a good game. Cleared my throat there. Monster Hunter World. The beta I tried looked really good. So hopefully that is a really good game too. Far Cry 5. I have loved all the Far Cry games, and this one looks a bit more topical. And they've made this game for quite a while, and then it just seems like this happens to also still be topical at the time of coming out. Thanks, USA. Thanks for that. Red Dead Redemption 2. No other games have I galloped on a horse for hours and hours and hours, but I'm sure I'll do that in number 2 as well. Dragon Ball Fighters Z. So it's like Fighters. That game looks so beautiful. It's like the self-shaded style, but it is 2D, and it looks so just eye-wateringly good in HD and everything. Oh, just look up a screenshot right now. Even if you're not a Dragon Ball Fighters fan, you will like the look of that game. And then there's God of War, which is about Kratos and his son. And, you know, the hack and slash God of War stuff never really appealed to me, but this game does look good. It looks like a Horizon Zero Dawn style. And then on the Xbox side, they have Crackdown 3. Hopefully that does come out, because Xbox needs something, as we've discussed on the podcast before, and I'm not sure Crackdown is what it needs, but we will wait and find out, won't we? Also, Soul Calibur 6. I'm a big fighting game guy. I buy fighting games. I'm not good at fighting games, but I do like to play fighting games. And I like the last Soul Calibur. Hopefully the special guest isn't stupid like Yoda or something like that. But those are the video games that we know of so far, and the ones that I am hoping to put like a thumbs up. I enjoyed this game, because right now I'm just chipping away at Mario Rabbids and Assassin's Creed Origins, and hopefully I'll finish them in time for these games. So there you have it, folks. I didn't think I'd be speaking for this long, really. I hope you're still there. 2018. I'm going to say it now. Let's make a good 2018 together. I'm not one for New Year, New Me. I don't do New Year's resolutions. I think if you want change in the world, you should do it whenever you want. Why are you waiting for a new year? The new year doesn't specify anything. It's just another day, isn't it, really? I hope this episode finds you well, and I hope you have a good 2018. Because stick with us, we'll give you at least one laugh per episode. I can guarantee it. Me and Paul are here for you. Tom might be. Maybe. Thank you very much, and I will see you for the next episode of Upside Down Shark Radio. Thank you. Woo, yeah! It looks weird when you clap by yourself. Let me tell you that. Till next time, guys. See you later. I've been Craig.